Olivia Attwood thanks pals for keeping her alive in her darkest hour following Bradley Dack's split as she gives an insight into her happy life with Pete Wicks. Olivia Attwood has thanked her close pals for keeping her alive during her darkest hour following her split from Bradley Dack. The former Love Island star, 35, ended her marriage to the footballer in January and has since accused him of cheating on her multiple times and shared she feels like a FG idiot. Olivia is now in a relationship with her longtime friend Pete Wicks, 37, who hard-launched their romance on Instagram last week following months of speculation. In a new post on her Instagram stories, Olivia paid tribute to those closest to her for being at her side during the fallout of her split. She reposted a video that said, "I will never forget who came with a lamp when I was in the dark," and added the caption, "And for my friends/siblings who quite literally kept me alive this year." Olivia has since shared insight into her happy new life with Pete as he made a brief appearance in her newest social media vlog.
Still spending forever chopping vegetables? The Full-Star Pro vegetable chopper dices onions, potatoes, and more into its container in seconds, helping make meal prep faster and tidier. Want to check today's Amazon deal? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/2 before it's gone.
The clip showed Pete alongside her two dogs Lola and Stitch playing with his dog Rodney on the roof of her apartment building. On Monday, Pete broke his silence on his relationship with Olivia after he finally made their relationship Instagram official. The podcaster had shared a string of loved-up images from their trip to Ibiza together, with the post being the first time he's ever publicly shared a relationship online. Speaking on the newest episode of his Staying Relevant podcast, Pete said he'd really missed Olivia after they spent weeks apart while she was filming abroad. He said, "I hadn't seen Liv for 2.5 weeks, so went to see Liv. It was wonderful to see her. It has been 2.5 weeks. So we had a fabulous time. I have really hurt my back because I was backflipping off boats. We went for lovely dinners. We went to clubs. We drank a lot. It was magical," is probably the best way to describe it. Obviously, she'd been out there filming for a couple of weeks, so I hadn't seen her, so yeah, and I really missed her and it was lovely. Pete's co-host Sam Thompson said he'd known about the pair's romance for a while, and he was very, very happy for him. Olivia herself also showed her appreciation for Pete, commenting teary-eyed emojis under a clip of the podcast on Instagram, before adding, "That's what happens when you have 2.5 weeks no backflipping." Smith and Pete's social media declaration came following a nudge from Olivia, who had declared hours earlier that she wouldn't post first, while she was working out what the relationship was as she was protecting herself. Before the post earlier this month, Pete couldn't keep his hands off Olivia when she was sporting a pair of tight Roberto Cavalli leather trousers, as they put on a PDA-packed display during dinner at Cala Gracianetta in Ibiza. Around the same time, he also sent Olivia 100 red roses to her hotel room when she was battling a hangover after a boozy few days on the island with her friend. All this culminated in Olivia's recent statement on her podcast, Olivia's House, where she heavily hinted that Pete should be the one to post her on his Instagram. Olivia declared she wouldn't be posting him first, and hours later Pete took the bold step, proudly sharing pictures of them together on his Instagram page on Thursday. It came just hours after Olivia declared she has a person, but wouldn't be making the first move and posting them first on her social media page. Olivia gushed over her new romance and said once she starts to talk about it publicly, she won't be able to stop. In the clip, she said, "The other day I got 100 red roses sent to my door and they were banging the door and it was housekeeping. I was going, not today. They kept banging and Mark was in bed and I was telling him to get up and he told me to get up. And I opened the door and then felt bad because there was this huge bouquet of red roses and I turned round and went, look what I got. And the first thing Mark said was, what makes you think they're for you? But also, I'm keeping it very close to my chest at the moment while I know what it is. Just in the way that I don't send the first good morning text. I'm not effing hard launching anyone first. I've got roses coming. I've got people grabbing my arse on beaches, but I don't know, make what you want of it. I understand the interest. Olivia's House will be the place where I talk about things when I feel like I know how to put them into words. I'm trying to protect myself a little bit. I'm in a better place. I was in a better place a few days ago when I was in Ibiza. Once I'm talking about it, I won't be able to stop, so just enjoy the peace and quiet. Someone in the background quips, "Let's hope he stays relevant," referencing the name of Pete's podcast with his pal Sam. Appreciating the play on words, Olivia said, "Ha, nice," proving he is taking their relationship seriously. After Olivia's heavy-handed hint, Pete went Instagram official with their romance, seemingly confirming their official boyfriend-girlfriend status. The former TOWIE star shared an array of loved-up snaps from their holiday. Sending fans wild, Pete confirmed the hard launch as he captioned the post, "I guess someone has to go first, Ibiza." Olivia and Pete began dating back in February after she split from her husband, and last week they were seen cozying up together during their Ibiza holiday. Rumors of Olivia and Pete's romance began last summer after intimate pictures emerged of the pair on a boat during a kiss trip to Ibiza. It caused uproar at the time as Olivia was still married to Bradley, who she split from months later, in January this year. Pete spoke about their romance for the first time the week before, after the couple enjoyed a holiday together in Saint-Tropez. The couple were spotted sharing steamy kisses by the pool at the celeb favorite Haunt Nikki Beach Club this month.